name is Anmol Arroya.
I'm Fiza.
I'm Kamaini. And I'm Arushi.
So we'll be presenting our comparison for the two chairs, with the title of the presentation being "Why Comparing Chairs Can Make You Happy." So stick for it. We'll be comparing the Vasily chair by Marcel Breuer, as well as the Pioneer chair designed by Alvaro Ito. The study will focus on form and function, history, materials, manufacturing process, and user experience.
First, let us talk about the history and the designers behind the chairs. Marcel Breuer. Marcel Breuer is the designer of the Vasily chair. He is known for his minimalistic work as he believed in the importance of function over aesthetics. As you can see from the presentation, he used a lot of geometric forms in his design. And the most important material that he focused on was tubular steel, as he liked to experiment with new materials. Next. On the other hand, Alvaro Ito believed in the importance of functionality, but he also gave importance to the form of the chair. He wanted his designs to have an organic form and used a lot of curves in his design. And focusing on having an organic form, he also used a lot of natural materials in his designs. The Pioneer chair was inspired by the digital movement, whereas the Vasily chair was inspired by modernism. But looking at the two chairs and looking at the fact that the digital movement's main characteristics were use of straight lines and angles, we made a conclusion that the Vasily chair is more apt in the digital movement.
Our next comparison will be based on materials. Marcel Breuer loved to experiment with new materials, hence why he began using tubular steel, whereas Alvaro Ito continued with his process of using bent wood, which was a new technology at the time. The Vasily chair had two major components: A, the tubular steel frame, and the icing on canvas upholstery. Icing on canvas is a special form of cotton fabric which has been coated in wax, which helps it give its durability. And the canvas walks around the body when sat on, so to give us ease of comfort. The Pioneer chair, made from birch plywood, layers and layers of plywood layered together and stuck together with an adhesive, and then steamed and then bent into shape. The Pioneer chair, because it was meant to be used in a sanatorium where infections spread, so it doesn't have any upholstery because any form of fabric can hold up loads of germs.
Now we come to form and function. Both the chairs were designed to focus on functionality over aesthetics, but one was purely to experiment with tubular steel, while the other was made specifically for the Pioneer sanatorium. Breuer was inspired by Adler's bike handles, which is why he chose tubular steel, and the seat was at such an angle that both the person's knees were sitting above the bottom, and
the angle of the chair was set at 90 degrees since it was meant to be used as a club chair. On the other hand, the Pioneer chair, which main purpose was comfort to give to the patients, it was set at a higher angle of greater than 90 degrees. The legs and armrests are single form curves and a flat strip of the chair stability. They are layers and layers of plywood that have been cut into the shape of the handlebar and then bent into shape. And the newer versions of the Pioneer chair have slits on it that help with ventilation.
as you can see, since Alto was very good at what he was doing with bentwood. He used only two places where he joined the seat to the frame of the actual chair. This employed elasticity and flexibility to the back of the chair, which employed easier sitting on it, more comfortable.
The manufacturing process. Both Brewer and Alter used latest technologies for the time, and both the chairs were meant to be mass produced. Brewer used bending techniques to bend the steel and get rid of the seams, whilst Alter he used layers and layers of plywood, and in such a way that even each part would match up with the wood grain to give that ease of that finesse. The video shows the layered plywood that's been stuck together being bent using a hot metal press.
User experience.
So the Ashley chair, which is also known as club chair, is not cushiony as most of the chairs, but it is ergonomically comfortable because of its angle. And the back of the chair adapts to the user's body, which makes it more comfortable. Pioneer chair. So Pioneer chair is light in weight and it is
Last 30 seconds now.
Pioneer chair is light in weight and it is easy to move. The angle of the pioneer chair is such that it helps the patients to breathe at ease and allows them and it encourages them to lie back instead of sitting upright, which makes it comfortable for the patients.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our presentation, the point was to compare two chairs, and our reason to compare these two chairs was because both of the chairs born on the same movement. They both are born in the modernism movement, yet they are so highly contrasting chairs. One is a chair.
Finish.
One is a chair that has focuses on organic materials and new technology whilst respecting its sources, the design's ideologies. Whilst the other chair, personally, I would think that it is a form of vanity. Them, designing chairs just for the specific purpose of to be used as, a conversation starter or an ornament. Yes, as an ornament.